Sure.
So, thinking about this book, how long did it take you to write it?
I started writing this book. It was beginning of May of 2024, and then I finished the first draft end of September into October. Then from there, the revision process started with my editor, and the book was actually really 100% finished this year of April or May. So it was almost a full year of writing and revising. It was a lengthy revision process for this book, but it was so fun. I would do it all over again in a heartbeat.
Is that normal for you, or do you find like every book's a little bit different?
Every book is different. The revision process is one of my favorites. Writing the first draft is kind of difficult for me because I'm trying to figure out the characters, I'm trying to figure out where they're going. I usually have an end game kind of in mind, but getting lost along the way is something that I do quite often. So that's why the first draft can take me the longest. But then revising, usually with the help of a skilled, amazing editor, is one of my favorite things to do because they can kind of see where I'm going and then give me a little bit more direction. And then from there, it's like takes off. And it's so much fun to really polish the book and go deeper into the characters and really figure out the story that I'm trying to tell and make it exactly what it is supposed to be.
I love that. Well, and I think one of the things that I like to think about, and I feel like authors say a lot too, is you want like your final book to be perfect, right? But your first draft just needs to get written.
That's exactly correct. Yes. That's what I have a critique group of some author friends, and that's pretty much what we say to each other at least once a week is just get it done. Just get the
Just get
words
it
on the
done.
page. We can fix it later.
Exactly. Like a shitty first draft is still done. And
Yes.
then we work on the polish. And I think that's just such an important thing because oftentimes I think the book that you see in a first draft to the final book, while the probably like the main part of the story is there, there's so much evolution
Oh,
into
yeah.
how it's told, what gets pulled
Hmm.
out. So,
Absolutely.
what was the easiest part of the book to write?
It's for me. It's usually the middle of the book. It was the same thing with this book, where it was like a lot of the more fluffy, the fun scenes are pretty easy for me to write, just because it was enjoyable to explore these characters and explore how they interact with each other. But probably I would say the first 25-ish, give or take a few extra chapters that were added later, was really easy for me to write just because it was getting that going, getting that started. So from there, it kind of started to veer off, and I'm like, okay, where am I going with this? Got to rein myself back in and kind of stay on track. But it, yeah, it was a lot of fun.